Hi everyone, this is Eric from Traders Helping Traders with your weekend market update for the grain complex. Before we get to our bean trade, let's take a quick look at canola, which put in double support last week. Or actually over the last couple of weeks. So here we have the market giving us support around the middle of August, where we have this red-green combination. Prices retraced, put in resistance, and you'll notice that came very close to our moving average line. Then from here, they once again fell off, and now we're in a little bit of a struggle. We've got some bars trading off between the bulls and the bears, so we're lower one day, higher the next, without any real direction. Now, the fact that the market is having difficulty heading lower from where we are is usually an indication that we're going to see a little bit more of a retracement. Now, I say usually because we are obviously in a downtrend, both technically and visually. So this is a counter trend trade, and you have to be extremely careful with it if you choose to take it at all. So here we have the high of last week. We have a double hit at the 547 line. So we would probably want to enter on the other side of that. Ideally, I would want to enter above 550 because the 50s and the double zeros have a psychological support and resistance barrier to them. The low of last week was 527.5, so we want to make sure we would enter below that. Let's see what we're looking at risk-wise. Oh, it's not too bad. A little bit more than $550. I'll clean that up in a minute. The thing with these counter trend trades is you cannot press them too hard. So I would look for anything near the previous reactionary resistance. And that could mean getting out as early as around 580. I'm going to run a monetary profit target, which means I'm going to get out at a preset dollar amount regardless of what we see on our charts. But it's fairly obvious that we've got some reactionary resistance back here. We have this old gap here. So it's probably a pretty good spot to get out. So this trade, the way it's shaping up, if the market rallies on Tuesday and breaks 551, we will look to buy and take profit at around 578, and we will cover the trade if it reverses and falls back through the lows. Bean oil is giving us a similar picture, however it is a little bit more bearish. You can see that we're trading, we got a bounce off of the old reactionary lows back here. The market came back down the week before, hit it, bounced up, and now we've gotten a bounce off of our moving average line. This is very similar to what we were seeing in canola. However, the bean oil market is a little bit more neutral than what we saw in canola, and therefore I would probably consider selling this market should prices continue lower this week. So what we would look to do, let's see if we can get in by selling last week's low, which was 53.30, and covering above Friday's high, which was 54.55. And if this market makes another run lower, it's going to attempt to get back down here to this old reactionary low. That would be our ultimate profit target. But I would look at taking some sort of profit in between here. I'm not going to press this trade all that hard. And once again, I would probably run a monetary profit target. In fact, from the looks of it, I'm going to make it even tighter than that still. A $500 profit target works very nicely in a market like bean oil. Let me just clean this up for you. So it's going to look something like this. And you can adjust these figures a little bit if you choose, but we're going to look to sell bean oil below last week's low, take profit when we're up a little bit more than $500, and cover the trade above the high. So it is a little bit lopsided, but it's looking like it has pretty good potential right now. So if you can afford the $800 risk, or nearly $900 risk, this could work out to be a pretty decent little trade. Now, coming off of a 3-day holiday, realistically, there's a very good chance that the market will gap us heading lower. But because we're looking to enter below last week's low, we have perhaps a little bit more of a cushion here. But overall, I like it. It's with trend. It's below an established support area, and the momentum is heading lower. So we've got a few things going in our favor. And that is your weekend market update for the grain complex.